What's up, YouTube? Today's topic, I'm just gonna talk about. I'm just gonna speak my thoughts. It's going to be on random subjects. So like how the internet, the social media age, in my opinion, is very amazing because you get to learn so much shit from the internet. Like me, I have a lot of mentors that I like to listen to through the internet, and I use YouTube Premium and also use ad blocker, so like I don't have to worry about ads or like advertisements because if you're familiar, when you're on YouTube, there's always advertisements every fucking second, right? And I hate that shit. So that's why I got a membership, so we'll block ads like that. But like I feel like the internet is such a beautiful thing because like it depends how you use the internet too. Of course, there are pros and cons when it comes to social media, and there's also pros and cons when it comes to the internet, of course. But when you use it the right way, you can learn so much with the internet. Like me, like with the internet, like I just like I like to hear people's different perspectives on life. Like I like to hear about people's outlook in life, how they view things, like how they experience certain situations, and how just I love listening to people speak their mind. I love listening to people speaking their thoughts when it comes to life situations. I just love like studying people in a way, you know. And like what I'll do is I'll like study a lot of people's mindsets or like how they view life or how they express themselves, and like and how people like on YouTube, a lot of people like I listen to, they're just dishing out their wisdom, they're dishing out their knowledge, right? And I like to apply it to my life and just trying to apply it to what works for me, you know, and how I can apply it into real life situations, right? But like I feel like with the internet, you could learn so much. Like I feel like the internet is very limited when it comes to learning so many things. You know, yes, there are certain programs and things where like you want to learn, but sometimes you got to pay for it. Or like sometimes people charge for it. But overall, the internet is such a beautiful thing because again, you could learn so much from it. Like me, like I'm learning how to drive. Like you could learn how to drive through the internet. The reason why I passed my permit test for driving is because of the internet. Like I took tests and quizzes that are are literally exactly the same as I took the permit test, and I recognize these questions, and that's how I was able to pass it. I'm also learning like you can learn how to cut hair. Just watch a lot of YouTube, and like there's a lot of videos of people teaching tutorials on how to cut hair. Like I have free access to basically college classes. I'm learning about freaking psychology. I'm learning about sociology. I'm learning about math, writing, reading, all through the internet for free. I'm not getting charged. Back then, back in the early 1990s, or just even back then, just before the 2000, before the social media age, the type of information that we us today have access to, people would pay like hundreds, even thousands of dollars just to get the type of access that we have for free, you know? And I feel like that's one of the most beautiful part. That's one of the most beautiful things, or it's one of the most beautiful things in this timeline, where like we do have access to a lot of information. I think when it comes to astrology, we are in the age of Aquarius, so therefore it makes sense that like all the information is being brought to the surface pretty much. Now I understand when it comes to information, since there's so much information being thrown at us, there's bad information, there's deceitful information, but there's also good information and helpful information that will help you in the long run, you know? But again, social media is such a great thing, the internet as well, because you can meet and study a lot of like-minded people. I've met so many like-minded people. There's just so many people I'm drawn to, like, where I feel like I have a close connections with a lot of people through YouTube, through the not just through YouTube, but through the internet, through social media. You know, you can keep in touch with your friends. When you see your friends, if you miss your friends, well, thankfully we have Instagram or even Twitter or TikTok, so we could always know what our friends are up to, and to always keep us updated. You know, depending if they post a lot or not. But even then, if you miss a friend, you could simply log into your phone, go to their Instagram, or through any social media app, and you're able to see their face and you're able to see their life updates. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the cool things about social media. You could keep in contact with your friends, and you could build a lot of more connections versus back then. Because don't forget, back then people didn't have smartphones. People couldn't even use social media. But I feel like social media and the internet is such a powerful thing because I feel like it has so much potential because a lot of people, like, I feel like the world could so easily change for the better if people were to use social media the right way, and they are using social media in the right way. You know, I'm just saying, like, imagine, like, let's just say, for example, the system we're living in is just so corrupt, right? Let's just say it's getting out of hand. Well, we can use the internet and the whole social media to help one another out, to dish out information on how to make this world a better place, how to dish out, like, how to, like, create your own system, how to create your own money system, and then people are able to break free from the system, and now they created their own money system. It's just random shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We're like, I hope I'm making sense. For some reason, it's hard for me to, like, talk because I feel like I have a throat chakra blockage. You see how I'm stuttering? I feel like there's a lot of, like, how do I explain this shit? I feel like I have a blockage when it comes to speaking. So, like, there's a lot of things on my mind, but that I want to talk about and explain, but it's hard for me to like, let these words out through my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have a blockage. Like, I feel like my mouth, my human mouth, can't keep up with my mind. You know, like, fuck. Um, but anyways, social media is a great thing in my opinion. It depends how you use it. You could keep in contact with friends, family, your loved ones. You can easily make money online. A lot of people are making thousands of dollars. A lot of people are making millions of dollars through the internet. You know, people my age, people fresh from high school, people in high school, teenagers, young adults, people from any age are making thousands, even millions of dollars through the internet. You know, people are able to quit their 9 to 5 jobs, and a lot of people are starting their businesses these days, which is a really cool fucking thing. You know. Um, if you want to learn about spirituality, there's a lot of videos about people talking about spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Even with education, even if you want to learn how to read, write, and do math, simply go to the internet. You know, there's so much knowledge, there's so much information out there. Before, like, the social media age and before the internet age, me, while I was in high school, well, it was during the social media age, internet, but, like, at the time, I didn't know how to access. Oh, I didn't know how to use the internet for access, or I'm not sure if I even had a laptop, but I have like 5 laptops, but and 2 computers. But back home, but when I didn't have a laptop in high school, in school in general, I used to struggle a lot with math. I used to hate math. I used to struggle a lot with math, along with writing. I didn't know how to write. Um, I just struggled with school, right? But now, ever since I got out of high school, ever since I graduated from high school, now I love math. Now I love writing. I love studying. I love learning about general education. That's not all of it, but that's one of the things I love to learn. Anything that catches my interest, I'm gonna study it regardless. You know, I'll be obsessed with it. It could be anything. I don't give a fuck what it is. If I like it, I'm gonna study it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my time and energy to it. You know, I don't care what it is. You know, but me, like, I'll catch myself try to self teach. I'm what's the word? I'm self taught, or I'm self teaching myself about math. And after high school, I used to always watch videos about math. I used to, like, order books about math, do my own math problems, and that set me up for success and in such a long way. You know, me, I'm in the military, right? Before you join the military, you got to take this test called the ASVAB. What the ASVAB is, it's like a test, but, like, it tests your math knowledge, your reading, your reading comprehension, and your general science. What else? Basically, your reading, your writing, and your math, right? And general science here and there, mechanics, electronics, depending on the jobs you want, right? And you gotta have a certain score to qualify for the military. But in order for you to qualify for more jobs, you have to have a higher score. So the minimum score to join the military is a 31 on the ASVAB, right? Now, and that's a bare minimum to to even qualify for the military, right? But if you want certain jobs, you need to score above a 31. The highest you could score is a 99. I got a 50, right? If I score 50, now that's considered above average, slightly above average. Usually, average people will get like 40 or like 45s. But me, I got a 50, and they don't do it by percentage. So I know it may sound confusing, but 50. So like I was able to qualify for some jobs that I wanted, right? But I wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't have passed the test. I wouldn't even be in the military right now if it wasn't for me having access to learning about math, writing, reading, general science, mechanics, electronics. All that information is because I self studied a lot. Because all that information is granted to me. I have free access for free, you know. And back then, before when people didn't have access to the internet or the computer or like a smartphone like that, people used to go to college. People used to spend most of their money just to learn shit like that, like math, reading. People got to pay for colleges and this and that. While me in this timeline we're in, I learned all that shit for free, you know, and that's one of the cool things about it, you know. I feel like that's pretty cool, you know. But yeah, but the internet again with social media, you could start your own business. You could build a lot of connections with people. You can meet a lot of people, and you can also be well known. I feel like it's so easy to become famous now these days. If if you have a desire to put yourself out there, simply make an Instagram, post pictures, keep following everyone. You could follow over 1 billion people through social media, through Instagram, through any social media app. You could follow over 1 billion people. If you follow over 1 billion people, eventually random people are gonna follow you back. So let's say you followed 10,000 people, right? Yes, not everyone's gonna follow you back, but since you're following that much people, you're bound to have certain people that's gonna follow you. So let's say you're following 10,000 people, right? Then you'll probably have like, on average, you probably have like at least 2,000 followers, because you're following that much people. Even and that's the most, but the least is probably like 800 followers. That's still a lot of followers, and then you just keep building yourself up, and that's only 10K. Now imagine you're following 10K. Imagine you're following 20K. Imagine you're following 30K, 50,000, and now next thing you know, let's say you're following over 1 million people. If you're following over 1 million people through any social media app, you're probably gonna have like fucking like 50,000 followers, you know, and bam, you could put yourself out there. You could let people know about you, and maybe you want to start your own business. You feel like you're having a lot of creations when it comes to creating content. Let's say people like your content, and bam, a lot of people buy into your content, and now you have a lot of customers, and then you start charging people, and since you have so much followers, and you're dishing out great content, and now a lot of people love what you do. Not only you becoming well known, but now you're getting paid a lot of money, because now you're charging for your services because you're dropping good content through your creativity, and you're very well known, and it builds up as time goes on. If social media continues to exist as time goes on, you'll be more well known and you'll be more famous. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense. It's just a minor example. Like basically, like if you want to be well known, just simply have access to a smartphone, have access to the internet, make social media apps, and put yourself out there. Just keep posting pictures, keep making videos. Like me, like I want to be more well known, I guess, right? So, and not only that, but just do any social media app. I have TikTok, I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Snapchat, right? And through YouTube, like I literally post videos every single day. I started this channel for like about probably like at least 3 months, and I've already made around 220 videos already, over 220 videos, you know, and I'm already getting subscribers. I'm having views. My largest views is probably like over 100, and to me that I feel like that's to me that's a lot, because like for me, just I started making YouTube, you know, and I feel like I'm also shadow banned. That's one thing I hate about YouTube. I feel like when you drop real if you drop real content, if you're speaking real shit, YouTube is gonna sensitize you. I feel like I'm being shadow banned. You know why? Because I have another YouTube account, and I uploaded like a short video, and the first day immediately already have like over 200 views and like 10 likes. But in here, I only have 4 views and like no likes. And it's the same fucking video, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, but anyways, but yeah, but that's one of the cool things about social media. Like you could be more well known. You could put yourself out there. It's so easy to create your own business. You can so easily make money online. It doesn't have to be social media. It could be like with like the stock market, cryptocurrency. Like it's so easy for you to invest money. You got to study. You got to learn about it. Me, I don't know too much about finances like that, but I am in the process of learning more about finances. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could help you out a lot. You know. And again, like yeah, like finances. Let's say you're growing up, your family never taught you basic life skills, right? You can simply log into the internet, go on YouTube, and just type up how finances work, how credit works, how to have your own banks, um, what's the process of having 2 banks, what happens if you own more than 3 banks, how do you have good credits, how to use your credit to your advantage, how do you buy a house, how do you save up, how do you invest, what certain things you can invest into, like cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stock market, just shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like me, like growing up, no one taught me about finances like that. But now I am in the process of learning more about finances. I'm learning about credit. I'm learning about, and matter of fact, I just recently got my credit card, my first credit card, and I'm excited. And now I'm studying how to use that credit card and how to save up. I'm starting to learn how to invest. You know, I'm not there yet. I still need a lot to learn, but but I will improve. You know why? Because I have access to the internet, and I could learn about it at any time, any given moment, any second, whenever I want to. You know, and and that's the thing too. Where like, if you want to start your own business online, especially through YouTube, like me for example, like me, I'm not a certified public speaker. I'm not a certified professional, but yet, let's say I keep uploading videos, right? And I'm simply speaking my mind. I'm speaking my thoughts, and I'm trying to give people my wisdom and my life experiences. And if people like it, if I eventually have a large following, then that means technically people love how I talk, people love how I speak. And as I keep making videos, I'm improving my communication skills. Therefore, it's going to give me more confidence to eventually public speak. But I feel like, let's say for example, like I keep making videos, I keep speaking my mind, right? Let's say I have like over 100,000 subscribers now, right? I'm technically a public speaker because people like how I talk, you know what I'm saying? So it's just shit like that where like you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just you don't have to do what I have to do. Just do what you love. If you're feeling called to like start a business online, by all means go for it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's one of the cool things about social media. Like you get to learn a lot of things. Um, a lot of things back then that people wouldn't have access, that people would pay thousands of dollars, people would sacrifice for, will like use all of their life energy for. In this timeline we're in, all the shit that people would die for back then, we have it for free, you know. So there's so much information you could learn, you know, and that's one of the blessings about the internet. You know, that's one of the cool things about social media, you know, and you can learn a lot. You can start your own business, and you can put yourself out there, and you can meet more people. You can meet like-minded people. You can even meet your romantic partners. And like when it comes to dating, you have a lot more options to date because a lot of people, let's say you find certain people attractive and then they find you attractive, right? Then bam, like you can set up an online dating, or not online date, but you can meet each other online, and then maybe you and her eventually are really attracted to each other, and then you guys can set up a date to where you two will meet at a certain location. This is where you have your Tinders, you have your dating websites, your dating apps, you know. So there's just so much out there in the internet, you know. Me, like, I'm still trying to like learn more about the internet because there's so much information that's out there, you know what I'm saying? Now I understand there's pros and cons when it comes to internet because the internet is so much. Don't let the internet consume you. Don't let social media and internet control you. You control social media and the internet. You use it to your advantage. Don't let it over consume you. You know what I'm saying? Um, I feel like, but like I feel like most people, or just some people, they have a tough time, or like they don't know how to research, or like they don't know how to use the internet to their advantage, you know. And then I think that could be dangerous because then you could be caught up, and then you'll build a lot of addictions, and then it's gonna be hard for you to like even talk to people and meet people in real life. You know, a lot of people become a lot antisocial because they're always inside indoors using the internet. So that's one of the pros when it comes to the internet. You just can't let the internet control you. You got to control the internet. Use the internet to your advantage. You know, and of course, there's a lot of bad information out there. There's bad websites out there in the internet. So you got to use the internet wisely. You know, it depends how you use it. Don't let it control you. You control it, and you use the internet and social media to your advantage. You know, but that's all I gotta say. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one. Peace.